you have a fan at home that is available at the point in time, walk with your fan. The hospital is very heated. So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Michaela and I am a twin mom. I recently had a twin boy and girl going on 6 months now, and generally my page is about motherhood. So based on the title of the video, you guys already know what the video is about. So I'm gonna get into the things that I used when I went to the hospital. So as I go through what I have, I'm also looking at the list that they have. So I'm gonna get right into it. So I have my bag right here. So I'll zip up back. My stuff is falling down. So the first things first, when you're going to the hospital, you need to work with a Ziploc bag and have everything already in there for when they deliver your baby and they have to clean them up and stuff. So what you're gonna work with in this bag is a pack of wipes. You're gonna work with a small towel. Now you don't need to work with anything fancy because it's just the hospital, so you can work with a small towel. You can work with one cotton blanket. So on the paper they have, you could work with casaques and vests to put your babies in, but when I went in the hospital, nobody had their babies in casaques. Like, I bought casaques for my babies because the paper had it, and even though I worked with onesies, I gave them the casaques and the vests to put on them with the hats, the mittens, etc. Nobody else had their baby in casaques. So if you feel like it, you can always work with a onesie for your baby, but just instead of working with hats and mittens and all the drama, just get the ones that have the part that you could just cover their hand with, and it already have the feet covered, so it's less things to work with. Instead of working with all those tiny pieces of socks and mittens, you could just work with these sleepers for them, and then you would just work with a washcloth to go in that bag as well, and you're also working with a hat. So this bag needs to go to your midwife when you're going to deliver your baby. They would ask for this. So on another note, the cotton blanket that I showed you guys, which is one like this, the cotton blanket. So you also need to work with a thick blanket, because I got embarrassed for this blanket. I worked with, sorry, all the thing from the blanket flying around. So I worked with these blankets alone, right? Because the paper has cotton blankets. So I work with this alone. I work with like 4 of those, because 2 for Zara, 2 for Nazara. Y'all, when the lady come, the nurse, even though I had really nice people, the nurse come and she was like talking real loud, so everybody was hearing what she was saying, and I was feeling, I don't like when people talk loud, especially when I'm in public. That's one of my pet peeves. So the lady was talking really loud and she was like, so this is the blankets you bring for the child, and she was saying it in a loud, so she was like, so this is the blankets that you bring for the child, you're supposed to bring the thick ones. So I hear like, well, the child probably feeling cold because the paper had cotton blankets. So then now, as I was pulling the blankets over his face, right? So I had an emergency C-section and I couldn't really talk because my voice went after the surgery. I was so exhausted, I had no voice. So I tried to call the nurse to tell the nurse, well, nurse, the child put the blankets over his face because it was literally taking me like 10 minutes to get out of the bed. So I had a girl opposite me, so I was like signaling the girl to tell her, well, I'm pointing at the direction of the nurses so she would know, okay, call the nurse, please. So the girl called the nurse, right? Girl, guess what this girl was saying? She was like, nurse, and she had not talking about it. She was like, nurse, the girl with the 10 blankets calling you, the girl with the 10 blankets calling you, and everybody turning around and watching me. I hear like, Lord Jesus, these people probably saying, I am such a bad mother. I have my picnics freezing and I did not know any better. So even if you work with these cotton blankets, also pack some of the thick blankets like these for your baby as well, because I did not know, but Nathan eventually brought them. Okay. So you're working with some of these nice thick blankets for them as well. So the other thing you need to work with is additional diapers. Well, that understood, additional diapers, and I guess the one, if you have a pack of wipes that's the size that I show you, that would be enough, because generally they let you leave the next day once you have no complications. So the next thing that I worked with were just some rags. I worked with 2 rags, one for Zara and one for Nozaya as well. I also worked with an extra pair of clothes. I work with 2, so I work with this one. Well, not this exact same thing, but you know, just have an idea. So you could work with just a suit of clothes, and I also worked with an extra, but I work with 2 suits of clothes for her. So I had to help Nathan put Nozaya to sleep, and my lashes were starting to irritate me, so I just pulled them off. So other than that, if you decide that you don't want to go with the onesies and you decide that you want to go with the casaques and the vests, you can just I worked with 2 vests each. So I worked with 2 for Zara, 2 for Nozaya. I also worked with 2 casaques for Nozaya, 2 casaques for Azara. You need to work with some hats, because you know you need to have your babies in hats when they're not born, because you know babies can't regulate their temperatures on their own for a little bit, so they need to get accustomed and they need to adjust and adapt to the outside world. So you're working with some extra pairs of hats. You're also working with some mittens. You need mittens, because babies love to scrape the face up. Love. And other than that, things that are not on the list that you need to work with your snacks, you need to work with your water, you need to work with your juice, and if you have a fan at home that is available at the point in time, work with your fan. The hospital is very, so you get breakfast, lunch and dinner. The food is not that bad, but if you are a picky eater, you should work with things to munch on, and you can always ask your one visitor to bring you food during visiting hours. That's practically it. Is nothing much you really need to work with. Really nothing much. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching my video, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.